Morning. Welcome to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you're toking up and tuning in because you know I sure do. Yeah, right. I get it, brother. I get it. Because we got a great show going on today. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors because we got some really cool ones.
Yes.
Got Doc Ferguson, right on, brother. I dig that.
Oh, yes.
Double Down Dabs. I dig the Double Down Dabs. Got the Dabfather 710 sitting right here so we can talk about dabs.
Yes, sir. We sure can.
Also got Okie applesauce. You bet I do like that. Very, very terpy. Very cool.
Very terpy.
Cool. 788 collection. I'm going to be highlighting a lot of their products coming up.
Yep.
We've also got Connie Johnson is running for governor.
Everybody go check her out. Make sure you need to understand what she's got going on, guys.
Right on. I dig it. We've also got something new. We've got Old School and Co. merchandise. All you got to do is go to otumedia.shop and you can order Old School and stuff merchandise.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. You can get yourself an hoodie.
T-shirts, tank tops,
hats, I think.
pillow, all kinds of stuff, man. It's cool.
Pillows?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. When did that one get on there?
All right, I got the Dabfather 710 here. You just won the Castillo Farms 4F Grow Contest, brother, and your plant rocked.
Yes, man. I had talked to Nancy after everybody got their plants and kind of talked her into letting me get one of the plants, and next thing I know, I had a little bit less time than everybody else, but I came back and I made sure that it was an amazing plant. I really want to show that we can bring a standard to medical marijuana here in Oklahoma.
I wish we'd have thought and brought her up here today.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
What we can do is I can give Bryce a picture of her, and he might be able to splice it in.
Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be cool, yeah, because she is good looking, I'll guarantee you.
Yes, and honestly, I cannot wait to smoke her. Like, we just cut her down, and she's hanging. Very heavy plant.
So right after the contest, you cut her and started doing it, right?
Oh man, yes I did. You're absolutely right.
Cool.
Honestly, they announced they hadn't even fully announced I was the winner yet, but they were getting ready to lock up the thing. So I was like, all right, I'm not doing that. I gotta go, and you know how U-Hauls are, and they're really expensive. So, man. So I didn't have the U-Haul, so I had to cut it down and put it in my trunk. But
there you go.
It was an amazing drive home.
Yeah, it is good. Did you smell good in the car?
Smelled so good. So good.
Now, you got her hanger. Now, like I say, you just won the contest.
Yes, sir.
So you had shorter time than everybody else. That's cool. So you really did pump out a good plant.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start growing because everybody knows I'm not a grower, but I'm going to start growing and I'm going to start getting information from all the growing friends that I have on how to grow a good plant. We're going to start doing a show on YouTube about it.
Yes, sir. We were talking about that, weren't we? So we were talking about growing with Old School, teaching Old School how to grow.
Right on.
And well, how did we? What was it? We came up with a name for it. Turn you into a pro, or I'm not a pro, or something like that.
I'm not a pro, but let's go.
Yeah, I'm not a pro, but let's go.
Hey, works for me. That's okay. Now, YouTube, all you got to do is go to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. and subscribe to my channel.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be trying to do a cooking show. I'm gonna grow show. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things on there.
Yep, and your cooking show, if I remembered correctly, might be with Mandy Cakes.
Might be with Mandy Cakes. That's gonna rock.
We might be bringing the Dab Mother on there
you
for
bet,
a couple
you
of
bet.
things.
Yeah, cool. Because we can do a lot of stuff on YouTube. That's right on.
Yes, and YouTube's going to give us a lot more freedoms to go ahead and show you guys exactly how to get into details with these things.
Yeah.
Not to mention, after we hit 1,000, guys, they fully monetize us and we can finally start making money off this. So we really need you guys to go ahead and follow.
Oh, yeah.
Follow
and
guys.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, and make sure you hit the little bell so you get the notifications.
Yeah, that's the thing. We found out a couple of our friends, they said whenever you're with friends and stuff, go to a YouTube channel and subscribe, all your friends, and then go down there and hit the little bell, the like on several, just 3 or 4 of their videos.
Yeah, so when you hit the bell, it actually kicks that algorithm up just a little bit, and it puts you on the FYP pages and stuff like that. So when you're the recommended for you and stuff, like as you know, we're Canna fans, so when we look up cannabis and like cannabis things on YouTube, it'll bring up a whole more array of other cannabis videos.
Yeah, we really hadn't started. I wasn't really going to cover social media, but yeah, we can. Okay, whenever you go, like on TikTok, whenever you become friends, there's an option on there. If it shows up on the FYP page, to repost that.
Yeah.
They just added that option. And duets. Also, I love them.
Speaking of which, guys, please repost and share.
Repost
really
and share.
appreciate it.
We love reposting and sharing. Duetting, whenever I'm doing a duet, that gives the person I'm duetting access to all my followers and give their followers access to me too.
Exactly, and not to mention,
It's
a
fun.
lot more fun.
Yeah. But that collaboration, that's what we're working on, because we got a lot of stuff going on in the state. 788, we know how they're messing with that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got new petitions coming out right now. We've got 818,
819, yep.
And we've got one that I don't like,
Go
820. I can always say 820, I don't like it. There's several more I don't like, and there's a lot of things that are coming up that we're going to have problems with them. So we need everybody to start working together.
Exactly. And me personally, I will not be voting for 820. I will be voting for 818 and 819.
And the reason, that's what I'll say too, is read them all. Don't just listen to me or listen to that. I want your opinions on stuff. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion, 818 and 819. I am voting yes on them. The reason I support 818 and 819 is because they have messed with State Question 788 so much. That's one thing I do not go with. I voted for 788. I like 788. It did have a few problems, but they keep messing with it. That was just a state question, so I want to change that.
Yeah, I do want to try and figure out how we can get that locked in so they can't screw with it anymore.
Right, constitutional amendments.
Yes. Okay, so that's what we're going to have to do, honestly. But we also have to be able to find a lawyer that's going to work with us and not leave us hanging, so to speak.
Right on. Oh, yeah, I dig that too.
Yeah.
A friendly governor would sure help, like Connie Johnson.
That would be absolutely amazing. I mean, because she's already more apt to move along with this.
Basically, she is the mother of cannabis in Oklahoma, in my opinion, because she started legalization, I think, in 2004 is when she introduced that bills and stuff.
So she's got 18 years on this.
Right on. Right on that right there, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and you know me, I got to toke up and tune back in. You're sitting here watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I got the Dabfather 710 right here, the winner of the Castillo Farms 4F contest. I hope you toke up and tune back in. Ping, ping, ping. Woo! Cool.
Quality be high, but the price is low. Only way I come down on the price is if you buy in bulk. Tree funds, got a green thumb, I feel like I'm the hoe. Never knew.
Fashion, high fashion, high fashion, yeah, fashionista, yeah, fashion killer, fashionista, yeah, fashionista, fashion over, wardrobe, yeah, designer clothes, yeah, fashion show, this a fashion hoe, touch your toes, she look like Ruby Rose, hey, really big, Scotty got me up, drip from next season, I look clean as fuck, if I really
Niggas mad at write my shit off top. Niggas ain't getting high like this. Yeah, big gas on a night like this.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you're toking up and tuning back in because you know I love them breaks. I'm sitting here talking to my good friend Marco. Okay, dude, now you record and he's an artist and a professional, right on?
Yes, sir.
You record one of the major artists down here at the Bunker.
Of course, I mean I do a lot of music down here, and we do a lot of stuff, man. You can catch us on like crypto networks. We do a lot of digital editing and music recording. We do a lot of shows in the city, try to set up, some of these young artists and give them a platform and a place to perform and record at for the cheap,
And that's one thing I do is I use a lot of y'all's music for my TikToks, backgrounds and stuff, because it's good timing.
Yeah, I know. We got a catalog that goes on and on and on
Dig it.
and on and on. So.
Now, you were just up at the oil room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Now I need to get up there. What is it, 1150 North MacArthur?
I believe so. Yes,
Dude,
sir.
for a stoner, I can hook out that stuff, can I?
I mean, hey, y'all need to check it out. I mean, if you maybe have your drink before, but they got good teas, they got good, good bars. They have like a weed tea bar. You can smoke in there. They have good live music. It's a great vibe. Multiple places for people to sit. Open dance floor to people to dance. It's a good place. Y'all should go check it out. That's the oil room. What'd you say the address was?
1150 North MacArthur.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is so cool. A stoner can whip that up. I don't know why I can do numbers like that.
Yeah, they say we were forgetting everything, but I remember numbers like the back of my head.
I
man.
dig it,
swear,
man. It's kind of cool. Sometimes it just kind of reads in your head.
I feel you.
Now, we've also got several other places. We were talking earlier about the black market.
Mm-hmm.
Now, black market in Oklahoma, that's one thing in my opinion, it's so easy to get into the business and so cheap, in my opinion. I don't know why anybody would be want to do black market.
I can understand that. For some of these young guys, it's sort of one of those things where it's like, trying to make the money the fast way, this, that, and the third, and I get it. But if you look up to some of these guys in the city that own dispensaries and they move around and they put on these concerts and everybody goes to, Chronic Palooza, things like that, like, these are things that people actually worked hard for, and they got their licenses, and they're doing everything that you're doing. It's in the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to make some money. You just got to put your money into it. For these young guys, you might have to find an investor. There's always private investors, things that you can do to put your money in the right places. But hey, we're the largest consumer in, illegal marijuana in the country at the moment, and it takes time to become that. In this case, like if you look at the Green Triangle in California, it took years almost for it to become the number one producer of illegal marijuana in the United States. They have the same thing. They had the same things going on over there that we do now. Low flies, helicopters over people's properties, drones, and things like that. And for people in the city, that may not be a problem. But when you think about where these grows are, way out in the country, and these people's owning 80 acres of land, that
See, I live out in the country, and I do have the choppers, flying over my land and stuff like that, and it does get old.
Yes, sir, especially when you have the proper paperwork to prove everything that you got, and you always got these cars flying by your house, people watching you and stuff. I mean, it creates this unwanted attention that comes to this type of market. Like, it's hard to say. Like, I don't want to say too much, you feel me? Like, I'm one of those guys that come from, before everything happened and everything became legal. I get it. I understand 100%, but if you can do all this and you can stack your money and you can flex your bread and buy chains and gold and all this, you can find you an investor, get in the brand, make you a weed brand. Even if I'm gonna keep it a buck, this is a free game, man. Yeah, this is free game.
One thing the black market people are doing, I understand that, is they're getting around to testing and stuff like that. Because I don't know, you might be using PGRs, plant growth regulators.
Well, that's the thing, but like people don't even know about that. Everybody looks at THC and they think, oh, this is a 32%, or this is crazy. Like, you don't even know what genetics it took to make it, how many phenomes they had to go through before they picked the perfect one to create this. Like, it's way deeper than that. And people keep trying to buy dispensaries, bro. You don't have to have a full dispensary that sells all this stuff and we got this brand with us and that brand with us. You can create your own brand, market it, put your licenses behind it, and grow your own personal weed to sell to dispensaries and make
Kind of like these microbreweries that do with beer. You know, they specialize in one special. And I love people that can. Now I know they want to grow a wide variety. That's cool. I dig that. But specialize in one different strain.
Like these IPA beers that you talk about, like the fucking fancy ones that you find in the gas station. It's just like the wax that you find in different dispensaries. And like Petro, they carry some of the best weed in the city, if you ask me.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know if
cool.
y'all
I
ever
have not
to
been
Petro
there.
dispensary. Nice dispensary. They sell some good weed over there. But they specialize in buying the best weed, you know, like, and you could be that guy that.
There you go. That's what I love. I love
10
an
pounds of weed
educated
for-
bud tender, because I come in there and I tell them my terp profile, and I love it when they sit there and start picking stuff out. Okay.
Shout
this
out to
is
Trade
it.
Crafts Farms too, because man, every time I call up there, I'm like, hey, what's the best? Oh yeah, we got this is the one. Every guy, every female that answers the phone, they know what they're talking about. They
There
can
you
tell
go.
me the terp level. They can tell me how many C's is in the bunch, or if there's no C's at all. Different price levels, and it's pretty much what you're doing. You feel me?
I dig it.
Everybody on the black market is doing the exact same thing. But if you go spend that little $1,200 profit that you make, or that little 3-4 bands, and create your own brand and back the shit up, and
I dig it.
you know, it's a money making opportunity. And I honestly thinking selling black market marijuana is creating more of a, how you say, hazardous situation for yourself. Rather than
Because they
paying
are
for the
trying to
license and
undercut
paperwork.
the dispensaries because they don't have to do a lot of the other stuff. But then the product that you're getting, you don't know. It's just like the old days.
A lot of people are afraid to be vocal. Like, you gotta say something. Like, if you have this idea in your head and you have this money making opportunity and you already got the bread in your pocket to fund it, everybody got an uncle, everybody got an auntie, a mama, a daddy, somebody that's over the age of 25, because that's all it takes. Private investors are a thing. Investors are a thing. You can invest your money into a company at 19 that you can't necessarily own, but you can own a percentage of, and continue to make bread that way. I mean, everything that you see on the stock market and Bitcoin, this is the same thing, but in real life. Like, you're using actual money, actual things that will push you forward, like in life. Like, you're talking about longevity and trying to save up 50K because you got a baby and this, that, and the third. This is how you
we
do
all
it.
understand that a lot.
You know, I feel it.
Well,
now.
it comes back on support too. You know, like supporting Old School on Wake and Bake with OldSchoolAndCo. That's one thing we do is we review products and stuff like that. And if you got some merchandise, we've got merchandise now. It's at otumedia.shop. We've got all kinds of shirts. We've got tank tops, all kinds of stuff.
And they supporting the brand, man. Why I say you can find the backpacks, the t-shirts, the joggers, the hoodies, man, everything. OT Media gear, you can get cell phone cases,
there's all
man,
kinds of stuff
everything.
OTU.
Swear, man.
I dig it.
Y'all can find the albums on there that you can own as cryptocurrency, and click QR codes and put them all over the city, man. We're doing a lot over at OTU Media. People don't even know.
That really does surprise people, all the stuff that we're doing, because, we're fixing to have a cookout up here the 15th of next month. That's going to be rock on. It's going to be kind of a potluck deal. Now, nothing's going to be infused, you know.
Potluck.
Yeah.
No infused food, but potluck.
Potluck, yeah.
Potluck.
So
Not
we're
the
going to be up
potluck,
here. We're posting out, going to be posting the address and stuff. If you want to come up to our meet and greet, I encourage you to come along.
Yeah,
We
man.
have fun.
If you don't know what to do and you trying to figure out, if you one of them niggas, man, or one of them people, I apologize, if you one of them people that don't understand what's going on and you want to get a little bit of knowledge into cryptocurrency, the legal marijuana industry, and trying to figure out how to find distributors and trying to figure out how to start grows, this is the place that you need to come. We're not one of them people that's going to come to you and be like, well, if you got 10 grand, I'll tell you, like, man, come with good energy. Yeah. We'll show you it right back. We're not going to hide nothing from you. We'll give you all the information you need to know. We smart people over here, and we're willing to give that information out. Don't waste your time trying to stack up 100 racks the wrong way, man. There's a right way to do this. Try and drive a Porsche, try to do donuts down the city or whatever, in a Hellcat, whatever.
Hellcats are fun.
Legal properties, man. Own you a business. Get you a dispensary. Get you a restaurant. Get you some properties, man. That's the right way to do it. Because if not, you're going to have people on your tail. You don't want people on your tail, man.
I dig it, man. I always buy that land because I ain't making any more of it.
No, sir.
All right, I've been sitting here talking to Marko. He's an artist up here at OTU Media, and you got stuff on OTUmedia.shop too.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can find some of my music on there, man. I ain't actually got no merch out yet. You know, I've been a little busy doing some other stuff, but y'all can find my music behind. If y'all go follow Bryce Crawford on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, y'all can find my music. Y'all follow Marko.Cartel on Instagram, Facebook, all that. Y'all find my music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple
Cool.
Music. Y'all go look me up, man.
All right, we're going to take another short break right there. You're sitting here watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I'm going to toke up and tune back in. I hope you do too.
Try to take something from me, bitch. Play with your kids, don't play with my money. Got birds coming in like I made young money. We don't throw hands and say patty cake now. This ain't no Draco, bitch. This a AR. He claim he a gangster, he used to play ball. I'm in the club with the strap on my ball. But water back, damn, your nemesis. Please when I step on these premises. See this big Nike check.
Fashion, high fashion, fashionista, fashion killer, fashionista, fashion over, wardrobe, designer clothes, fashion show, this a fashion hoe, touch your toes, she look like baby O's, ayy, really big, Scotty beat me up, drip from next season, I look clean as fuck, if I really
top shelf.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. I hope you toke up and tune back in because you know we sure do on them breaks. I love it. Sitting here talking to Marko. He's a freestyle artist up here at the studio, right? I love that, brother.
I like how you say artist instead of rapper.
I dig it. Well, you're a freestyle. You do a lot of different art.
Yeah, man. I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I actually do art, you know what I'm saying? I can engineer, do a little bit of producing myself. You know, I record myself when I make my own music. So.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
We've also got the Dabfather 710. He's the winner of the Castillo Farms 4F Pro Contest. Yay!
Best dabs in the city, man.
Oh, rocking on
Oh,
with the
you
dabs.
know,
I
sir,
love
no.
that e-nail you got.
Yes, sir. Like, we gotta get you set up with one of them.
I need to get me an email. That's true.
Yeah.
I've also looked at. Now this is just a rapping session. We're just talking about whatever we want. We're going ping, ping, ping. I saw one of those gravity bombs.
Mm-hmm.
I want
I
one.
thought those are cool,
Yep,
man.
want one so bad. Like, I mean, that would turn the laziest stoner into the laziest stoner for
Yeah.
sure.
I ain't gonna lie.
All you gotta do is hit the E-rig now, flip it, and
Yeah.
wait until it starts puffing in your mouth. And you don't
Some
gotta get
people
off the
waste a
bed.
lot of smoke though. Look, you don't buy a gravity bong if you ain't gonna take
No.
all the smoke
You gotta
in
hit it,
and all
yeah.
this extra. Nah, man.
Well, that's
Yeah.
one thing. We can bring that up right there, as we do test a lot of products up here.
Mhm.
Now, I folks tested a good friend of mine, Reefer Ronnie. He got one of those atomizer deals what goes into the bag.
Mhm.
Now that's pretty cool too.
Volcano.
The volcano, yeah.
Okay, yeah, volcano.
Yeah, so the
And-
volcanoes are nice. They're kind of a hindrance if you're trying to do what
Yeah,
we
I
do most of the time.
I wouldn't recommend vaporizing marijuana, brother. Like,
No. Concentrates, yes. Marijuana, smoke it for what it is.
yeah.
I love
You wouldn't
that's
buy
me.
dry
I love
weed
the
if you're not
joints.
gonna smoke
You
it.
know,
Right.
joints and bongs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like that gravity. I like to say I got to save up and get one of those gravity bongs because I think they're way cool.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I like seeing what color my ash is going to be. It lets me know what I'm smoking. It lets
Right
me
on.
know what's
That's what I always
inside
dig that too,
dry
brother. I always
bud
look
that
at the
I'm buying.
ash.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, because I did a lot of work on some farms and stuff, and when you do concentrates, man, like you get to, it's science. You know, you can pull out whatever you want to pull out. Like if it's a or excuse my language, man. If it's like you know, like bad stuff, you can extract it. Like
Yeah.
it's literally a extraction. That's how you get the crystal. That's how you get the wax, an extraction from the bud, and they pack those in at like 50 pounds a piece. So like, if you're really looking for some good bud, man, you gotta go search for it, you know, and don't vaporize it. I don't know who told you to vaporize dry bud, but don't do that.
No, that. Yeah.
It's a waste of what would be a classification of a beautiful medical product.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting some of the benefits, but you're not getting the entire benefit of a full spectrum of some in most aspects.
The full spectrum. That's why I always go
Yes.
with the terps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And once again, like we always say, the nose knows. So
I love that phrase.
yes, that everyone that sits there and goes and smells,
Mm-hmm.
your body is either going to tell you right away, okay, that smells horrible, but I kind of like it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I need that, right? Your body's telling you I
Right.
need that. Now,
If you smell it and you like the smell, that's
Mhm.
what I always go with. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you also got to look at your terpenes, man. When you put your nose to it, you're not smelling THC levels.
No.
You're smelling the crystals. You're smelling what comes with that THC compound, and you need to check your terpenes, because if you have a 32% at 0.5% terpenes, it's some boo-boo. Take it back to where you got it from and drop it back off at their front porch. You're
Yeah.
looking for like a 2.7 terp, a 3.2 terp. That's really, really good.
I've had them open the jar before with something like a four terp
Mm-hmm.
and be about 8-10 feet away from me, and I can smell it.
And bringing
Okay,
us
now
back
that's
to
the
that.
terps I'm looking for.
Bringing us back to that black market marijuana project thing that we were talking about earlier, that's exactly why people outsource. Like, yeah, we distribute the most illegal marijuana. You talk about people outsource, man. We're not trying to buy what people grow here because they're just copying what they saw when they went to an expo in Colorado, where they're copying what they saw when they went. Not everybody, but a lot of these guys, you know, like a lot of people don't have that experience that, you know, old school, my guy over here has, you know what I'm saying? They've been in the game for 20 plus years. Like, you don't get that
20.
type of, you know,
20.
he
That's
said
good.
20. You know, at least that's,
Yeah, at least. There
you
you
know,
go.
but look,
he's in there in the 50s, I'm in the 30s somewhere.
I say
That's-
I've been doing research since about basically 1970. It's been non-government funded, non-documented research on cannabis, and
and that's the type of experience you're looking for. If you ask me, when I'm trying to create a brand for a specific dry nug marijuana company, you know what I'm saying? We're not talking extracts, we're not talking, you know, edibles, we're talking about a specific brand like Burner Cookies. That started as one thing and it grew into sister brands. It started as, now it's a whole company that grows hundreds of sister brands. It doesn't, like, you got to be the best of the best of the best of your
Right
work.
on.
So when you look at these other guys that are getting all this, oh, how do they have runs? It's not runs. How do they have, it's not that.
It's a phenotype that they've turned into runs is what they've done.
But what you don't, like, runts took their time to go pick the best looking and the best smelling, okay, and this one tested the highest. So let's turn this into a hybrid and let's mix all these phenols and make one perfect nug. And they did that 10 times over to create this
Right on.
master
Stable product,
product. Yeah.
well, you know, talk about edibles. One thing I like about edibles is I'm real picky on them.
Mhm.
I want them the taste, the texture. I don't want a distillate aftertaste or anything like that. I like full spectrum edibles.
Mhm.
That makes a big difference to me.
Yeah, and people don't even know about like full spectrum. Like, this isn't, there's levels to when we talked about tetra, hydro, cannabino, and these different THC levels that you hear of. It gets crazy, man. This is like one of the first states that have really taken everything and broken it down for the public eye and not tried to hide it. Like, when you look at California, you look at Colorado, and how did they make this? Well, here you can literally, like, perfectly. We got like sort of this southern hospitality, even though we're a little bit above the southern border.
I like
People
we've
will
got
tell you.
we've got several grows and stuff like that you can do tours of. Now that really is educational for people, and I'm trying to set up.
Not to mention,
remote
it's created
people.
so many more jobs in the city. Like during the time where I was looking in between jobs and trying to find where I'm gonna find my placement and create a career out of, I had so many people come to me and they were like, "Hey, you know, you can work 9 to 5 in my field or in my growery, and
Right.
you know, and sort of just learn. And as long as you got the proper paperwork, we got you." And I'm
There
like,
you go.
"Hey, you know, if you want to learn what's going on and you really want to see what's going on, it's just a matter of looking. If you ask me."
Looking, yeah, and like I say, we've got all the supporting jobs. You know, you can work at a grow. You know, you can deliver soil. You know, nutrients, just all kinds of things.
Yeah. And delivering soil isn't illegal. These truckers, some of these truckers that you like, they drop off freezer cases at the fields and they drop off soil, and they're doing 18-mile trips or 1,800-mile trips from California.
Yeah, I got
to
something to say
Colorado.
on that right there. So on the truck drivers that are here in the state that are interested on doing transport and stuff like that, get in contact with the actual farm. They should have a transport officer that they can send with you. You can still get paid to transport that weed along with their transport officer.
Right.
So, okay, yeah, I dig that.
So yeah,
For huge amounts, like 15 and 2,000 pounds.
Cool.
Speaking
Yeah.
of like, meaning that if you don't have a CDL license, or if the manufacturer himself who transports doesn't have a CDL license, if you have a CDL and he's riding with you, you can still make that transport and make that delivery. So if you have a CDL license, find you somebody who has a transport license, and you guys can make a lot
Work
of
together.
money together.
Yep.
Working together, right on.
And these are cheat codes. This is free game, man. Like, this is stuff people don't even like put together and think of. Like, y'all got to understand, this is what's really gonna make you some money.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about earlier with the black market. So as I was talking to you earlier, when I was 14, I was literally slinging pounds of that. Like, I'm one of the epitomes of coming up and being able to turn myself into a legal citizen. I mean, like I was telling you too, I just got my paperwork in the mail the other day stating that my expungement papers from California are coming in.
Cool, right on, yeah.
Now go ahead.
You can be on the wrong side of the law and turn your life around to be a person that is going to be an upstanding and beneficial person for the community.
Not, just to be specific, we're not encouraging teenagers
No.
and young kids to go out and be on the wrong side of the law.
No, not at all.
But if you are in a position to where you feel like you are trying to do better for yourself and you feel like there's certain things that you don't know how to do, first thing I need you to do is to go to the medical, what is it called? The website for medical marijuana license.
OMMA?
Yeah.
Go to that website. They have multiple, if you want a grower's license, if you want a transportation's license, they'll tell you how to do it. Just go to the website, read up, do your research, follow those specific instructions. And I know it seems like some crazy,
A lot of paperwork and stuff like that, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
and you'll be good. Just think about it this way: if you were trying to sell 50 piece to a dispensary, and you needed the proper paperwork and licenses, and a cop pulled you over, and you had 50 pounds of, in your trunk, and they were just like, and you just pulled out a card and gave it to them, and they're like, "You have a good day, sir."
There you go, right on. All right, I'll tell you what, on that right there, you're sitting here watching Wake and Bake with Old School and Co. We're going to take a break, toke up, tune back in. We've got a lot of more stuff coming up for you. Ping off like I heard it.
In a rat race.